They're ready to go. All right. Welcome, everybody, and welcome to Chloe and Alex, my
Hello.
former students.
Hi.
Chloe from 8th grade in, I don't know, 2007-ish, and Alex from 2 years ago and 4 years ago. We were together, sophomore year and senior year. Yeah, so they're going to talk to you a little bit about kind of what they're up to now. And then if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat, or your teacher can put them in the chat. And then I'll kind of, there's some things I want to make sure they cover with you guys that I think would be really helpful too. So Chloe, start us off, please.
Hey, everyone. My name is Chloe. I graduated in 2015, which was not that long ago, of course. But since then, I no longer live in Austining. I've moved to Connecticut to live with my partner. And I've been here for the past 4 years and chill and doing 2 jobs and trying to make that work with school. And I can talk more about that later, but that's just a little get to know me.
Hi everyone. My name is Illescas Chuni, but I just go by Alex Chuni. I was a class of 2019, so it was like 2 years ago. Yeah. Currently, I still live in Austining, but I attend the State University of Plattsburgh. I'm majoring in fitness and wellness leadership with a concentration in physical personal management / personal training, and I'm trying to get a minor in accounting. And the reason that I chose that is because since sophomore year of high school, I was always like into fitness, always going to the gym, learning more about my body. And I got an offer to college to go to school for first personal physical therapy, but then I realized I didn't really want physical therapy at all. I want to be a personal trainer. So when I chose that major, I've been learning more about the body, learning more what exercise to do and what not to do. So yeah, that's what I'm up to.
On that note, Alex, can you talk a little bit about the idea of changing your major? Because I think that sometimes our students think that they need to know what they want to do forever when they go to college. And of course, that's but could you talk?
It's common to change a major because my advice is to do it as fast as you can. My recommendation, if you're not 100% in your major, go undeclared. Because if you just go on, you could do your gen eds, you could take classes of what you want and not. Thankfully for me, my original major was in the same major but a different concentration, so it's easy for me to switch out of it. But I know some kids in college right now, they're taking accounting or business and they're already far deep in. They're like, I can't switch anymore. I have to just finish it. And they're miserable and such like that. So my best recommendation is just go undeclared, see what you like, see what you don't like, because by the end of the day, you're gonna be doing something related to your major for the rest of your life. So you just want to do something you're happy.
Yeah, no, to bounce off of that, I definitely went right into college right after high school. I was so set to be a social worker. I had a very unfortunate internship, and I kind of thought maybe that's not for me. There are times that I think maybe I should try again, but that's definitely a good point. Go undeclared or general studies is right now, because what I'm doing is because I am working 2 jobs. I'm trying to do 1 or 2 classes. There's really no timeline for graduation. I think people are like, oh, 4 years in college and I can go do my career, but you really don't have a timeline. And I think that's a really important thing, because I was so set, I need to be done in this amount of time. And I was putting a lot of unnecessary pressure on myself.
Advice. Mr. Jaff has put up a question. How are you dealing with college costs?
For me personally, I'm taking only 1,000 out of student loans a year. And then over the summer and summertime, I have 3 jobs, which is I'm trying to get a personal training internship back at home. And then I have a family business I'm doing on the side. Over summer, I'm going to try to help out some of my cousins with fitness and practice my work. So that's how I'm dealing with college. So I'm just working over the summer and winter.
And for me, I have a college fund that was set up from my parents had set up before they actually adopted me. So I'm very fortunate that I not have any debt in that. I do have credit card debt. That's different, but I don't have any college loans at this moment.
Wait. What? Can you
What?
repeat that?
I knew that was coming.
No.
No. All right. All kidding aside, Chloe, if you can explain what happened, if you feel
yeah,
like
no,
it,
of course. So you will learn from Mr. Jaffis about credit card debt, and don't get into credit card debt. So, of course, when you are of age, you can apply for a credit card, and it builds up your credit, and that's how they get you. And have a good credit, you need to always pay off the cards so that you can get a good car, good house, and that's really what a credit score is. When you first move out or whatever it may be, and you get approved for your card. It's exciting. You get kind of like this little high. You're like, oh, free money. And it's really not free money, but it feels like free money at the moment. But you have to pay it off. It's best to pay it all. So let's say 1 month statement is $250. Pay the $250. Don't pay the minimum because the bill will say want to pay minimum, maybe $25 here and there, but pay it all. Always pay it off. I had at 1.5 credit cards. I was able to pay them all off. I'm down to one. My score is not that great. It takes years to build your score back up, but thankfully it's in the middle. But guys, don't do that. Use your debit card, use cash, and if you do get a credit card, make sure you can pay it off. And like my mom has taught me, if you cannot buy something 3 times, you cannot afford it. So just think about that. Can I afford this product 3 times? There it is, because you should always have 3 years of money saved up for whatever expense you have.
That's really good advice, the 3 times thing.
That is really good.
It's really good. I like that. Could you guys talk a little bit about maybe an obstacle or something you dealt with in terms of learning and schoolwork, or the high school experience that you overcame and how you overcame it?
Oh, I was really quiet in high school. Like, Monty never knows that I was so quiet. I would always sit in the front, not talk to anyone. It was very antisocial. It wasn't until college when I realized, like, hey, I need one more social. So I like put that social aspect into college. Like right now I'm very social. I can hold a conversation now, like in high school. Like I literally couldn't hold a conversation for my life, if I'm being real. But yeah, college really like helped me with my social skills, helped me network and stuff. So like right now, like that's probably my biggest accomplishment. And another thing.
Yeah, and then when I moved to Austining, I didn't have any friends. I didn't know the community, but it really helped. I joined soccer at the time. I ended up not continuing for an injury and stuff, but I found friends through soccer who I found friends and other friends and stuff. But I also joined the drama club. They had the LGBT club. I totally forgot what it was called, but they have that for people who are in that community, and really just kind of talking in classrooms and stuff, just saying, oh, hey, here and there. And then really was important for me. And I know some people get shy, but really having a connection and a relationship with teachers. I know that can be a little like scary or nerve wracking, but really having a good relationship with them, because they can help you. They can, they're kind of like an adult friend, I guess, in a way, obviously more professional level. But once you get to know a teacher, like if something's going on, you can go up to them, at any time and say, hey, like I'm a little behind, or hey, like someone kind of picked on me, and they'll help you and stuff. I really did not do well in science, but I had a great teacher. I don't know if she's still there. I hope she's still there, Miss Caruso. And she was like a godsend. Like I struggled so much in science, but she would stay hours after just to help me. She would stay until 7 or 8 at night, and we would go over tests. She would help me study for any quizzes and stuff. Obviously, I know a lot of teachers may not have that flexibility, but that was like, an example that really stood out with me. But really having that relationship with a teacher is
Bianca had some questions. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, and have you set any goals for yourself along the way, or do you plan to help make sure that you get there?
For me, I'm trying to go to grad school because my college offers like a master's for my major, so I'm trying to get to that. After that, I'm trying to work in the city as a personal trainer, get my name out there, and then work for a couple of years. And after that, like go like start my own company and like start personal training, like start like social media, start like advocating for it, put my name out there, and hopefully grow from there.
So the master's is like your kind of step, and like learning how to market yourself, or your step.
Yeah, ultimately.
Excellent. Chloe.
Yeah, I mean, 5 years time, I hope. I don't really know what I'd be doing. I could still live in Stanford. I may live in the city. I may live in another state. I really don't. I'm very flexible. I kind of want to just travel. So wherever a job may lead me, or my partner's job may lead her, we're kind of riding on that. But I would obviously like to get my degree and find out what I'm really passionate about. I'm thinking about maybe management or something in hospitality, which are, can connect in a way. So if I just find that little motivation, I think I can get to that point. And maybe my long-term goal would be to open up a facility, whether that be a bakery, or this is totally not connected, but a boarding dog facility, because I really love animals. But other than like doing something like that, I don't see myself in the veterinarian side. I did try to do vet tech, but it's just really hard and stressful, and I just didn't like it. So those are like my really big, broad goals.
That's excellent. And I love that you guys are talking about kind of trying and seeing, right? Changing majors, trying a job, and then shifting, right? Because I think so often our students think, and I used to think this way too when I was younger, that much younger, that I have to know exactly what I want to do forever before I leave high school and then while I'm in college. And I didn't start teaching till I was 27, so hard to believe because I'm only 28 now. Just kidding. But yeah, I think that's excellent that you're sharing that.
But I guess being more organized with my thoughts, like, yeah, you can have all the time management in the world, but if you're not very organized with your thoughts and your actions and stuff, then you're not organized with your time management. You need to be able to, let's say, sit down and maybe, you don't have to write it down unless writing it down helps, seeing it visually, but sit down and, hey, I'm going to have this schedule for myself this day. Or if you're someone who likes a constant schedule, have a constant schedule for yourself, but make sure whatever schedule you choose for yourself is somewhat consistent.
So Aliyah had a question. Were you scared to come out, Chloe?
Not at all. So like I always explain to people, I came out before I knew that coming out was a thing. Like before I knew it was an issue, before I knew that society didn't always accept that, I literally just went up to my mom and I just said to her, I like this teacher. Like, I think she's pretty. And like, my mom didn't care, but she asked me later on, she was like, were you like nervous telling me that? I'm like, no, because I didn't know that society didn't accept that. Like I was I kind of knew early on. I had kind of a crush on this girl, like who sat next to me in like elementary school. So to me, that was really normal. I never really felt that way with men, so I just assumed that was just like how I was, and I was the only one. But I didn't care. I was gonna tell everyone like this girl was cute, but like obviously as I got older, I don't, I don't always get accepted. But at the end of the day, like I bring people into my life who do accept me, and thankfully I've never had hate. Which let's not jinx it, but I'm very grateful for that, and I'm very grateful to have a support system. And I think in a way, obviously we can't go back in time, but coming out when you're younger can either be a help or a hinder. And I think it benefited me because it wasn't like, oh, it's a phase. Because when you're young, like you don't really know that stuff. You're not really taught that stuff unless you have relatives who are gay or lesbian. But like for it to be so natural, I think that helped me because I never questioned it. I never really had a reason for my family to question me. They were just like, okay. And I do always feel sympathetic for people who it's not easy to come out to, and people who do reject them. I don't, as harsh as it sounds, I do think that's a reflection on the parents. I think parents should accept their kids no matter what, but that's their business, that's their life. And, surround people who do love you and support you, because that's how you're going to get through it. And just be you. Like, don't hide and don't try to be someone else for society, because at the end of the day, that's hurting you.
Like classes or topics that you either are happy that you like was covered, that you enjoy learning about, or that you wish you had had the opportunity to learn about?
Oh, I guess more finances and stuff. I know obviously Jeff is like pulls teeth with that, but like I think I wish I really took that serious. And that's a big thing in life, because you need to be organized with your finances, keep every penny, count them all. When I used to live with my parents, I didn't even know how much I got paid. When I didn't look at my paychecks, I didn't care because I didn't need to. But that was probably a really big mistake, because when you get older and your parents don't help you, oh wow, I only made $300. That's not really going to pay some of my bills. So maybe look for another job. Asking for raises can be a little hard, but like really figure out if this is the job that's worth your time. Your time, when you're older, time is money. So if you're finding a job that doesn't pay well and you don't like it, maybe you need to find another job. Let's say you find a job that you like and it still doesn't pay well. Continue working and building your skill set in that job, and they will see that passion and they will pay you for your work. Don't give up because you see a job that you like and it only pays very little. Like, a lot of jobs will not pay well when you enter careers, retail, it doesn't matter. Jobs will not pay well when you start, but find that passion that is worth it for you to grow so you can make that money. because if you show that passion and you show that skill set, you will make money. Employers will reward you with more money.
And let me just add to that: you're allowed to make mistakes.
Yes.
You made mistakes. You learn from your mistakes, and you don't make those mistakes again. So don't get down on yourself if you make financial mistakes. I have done it. You've done it. You learn from it, and hopefully you don't make that same mistake again. Thank you, Chloe. Go ahead, Ms. Montanaro. Thank you.
That also makes me think of what Alex was saying too about not doing the bare minimum, right? Like that can apply so much to your career, your passion as well. Alex, what were you saving for later?
Oh, it was just like the whole reason why I'm into fitness, because like I said, I was supposed to go into physical therapy, but then like from my first semester of college, I gained almost 20 pounds of weight, which is really bad. Okay, so basically, onto the left, this is my December 19th, 184 pounds. I was 160 originally, so I gained a lot of weight. And then I realized I had to like use like my methods and what I had to do. Then the middle one is I lost 20 pounds of that in the middle. And then to the right is me currently. I'm 166, lean muscle and everything. And then from the middle, I realized like personal training is what I want to do. I want to help people like, lose weight, feel more confident, healthier and better. And this is the whole reason why I'm into personal training, why I want to do this as a career. Because I've done I help my cousins and my friends out, and when I'm doing it, it doesn't feel like a job at all. It just feels like something I'm so used to it. Like time goes so fast, and like it's like when the day's over, I'm like, damn, the day's over. I want to keep doing more. So I feel like that's my advice to you guys: find something that you don't feel like it's a job at all, like something you just go into, like goes in and out, and you're just like you're always happy all the time. Obviously, gonna be days that you just like, why am I going to work? But then majority of the time, you're just like, I love this. I want to do this for the rest of my life.
That's amazing advice. That's it right there. I mean, that's it. The idea that, the whole like saying, if you love what you do, then, that you never work a day in your life, right? Because you love it so much. That's awesome.
So for, in high school, you want to have the relationship with your teachers. It's like I was saying, it's kind of more of a, professional friendship level. You can really go to them, but professors, they're helping you with like real life stuff. They're going to go to you. They may not be a lovey-dovey like your high school teacher, but they're still going to be there for you. I have a professor right now who is very strict, but she is really helpful and really understanding. Don't let the strictness get to you guys. Like, she is business. She wants things on time. She is very good, picky with grading, but they're grading you based on your work, and they're going to be tough cookies. So give them the best work you can, and don't be discouraged when they give you critiques. They're really just trying to help you. It's going to be harsh, so know that they're going to be really harsh critiques, but just take it with a grain of salt. They're there to help you just as much as your high school teachers. Professors are going to help you just as much or even more, but they're not going to show it as much, or some may, but comparatively speaking, they're not going to show you that lovey-dovey stuff. They're really there to help you, give you the professional support, give you the professional recommendation if you need it, give you any professional letters if you go to master's programs. Like, they're there to help you make life connections, while your high school teachers are there to help you get through high school.
That's very well said.